Okay, thank you for being here today. Today we're going to do professional development on a strategy I've been doing a lot of recently. So here's our content learning objective. In writing, speaking, and listening, we will be able to apply the practice of philosophical chairs by completing a graphic organizer and writing a reflection with the following supports: small group activity, graphic organizer, and notes. Our goal for teachers to use philosophical chairs to make discussions more interactive. Okay. Okay. A little background on philosophical chairs. A format for classroom. What do you think goes there?
Discussion.
Discussion is right. Discussion. Similar to debate. Helps students develop the ability to give careful attention to other students' opinions.
Dialogue.
Opinions, yeah, that's a good one. Comments.
Okay.
And engage in constructive dialogue. Okay. This is what strategy do you think this is? From a certain program that people use? Avid. This is an Avid strategy. It's not dependent on a text, but reading a text before the activity lengthens the process. Aids, supports, or enhances. And focus. The focus of philosophical chairs is on a central statement or topic that is debatable or controversial. That's what makes this so much fun, because kids really get into it. Okay? Here's my story. I've had some success with Socratic seminar, but philosophical chairs is a little bit more informal, a little easier for me to throw it together when I think it might be appropriate. So it works for me. I use philosophical chairs as a pre-reading strategy for Romeo and Juliet by asking students if young adults need their parents' permission to get married. And we had a great discussion on, yes, because I want my parents to bless my marriage. Others are like, no, I'm in love and I can take care of myself and I'm an adult, so leave me alone. So I had a great pre-reading activity. So here are some directions. The statement is presented to students. Like I said, it's reading based or not. Statement should be one that will divide the class into those who agree and disagree. Okay? I had a lot of kids that disagreed with parents should approve of their marriage or get their blessing. And so if I could do it over again, I probably would have collected their papers and asked a few students to change sides, because it was very dominant on one side. Those who agree stand on one side of the room, and those who disagree sit on the other side. They can sit or stand. Sometimes we stand because it's just real fast. Students or teachers act as a mediator. As we get better at this, the student can actually take that role on. The mediator recognizes someone from the other side to respond. So the mediator does kind of control the discussion so it doesn't get too out of hand. Mediator may put a time limit on responses and monitors to make sure certain students don't dominate the conversation, which happens. Students may move back and forth. So they think, wait a minute, I'm going to switch sides. That's okay. And then they can go back. Mediator may bring discussion to a close at any time. Each side may give a final statement or tell which argument was most compelling. You can choose other students to observe the process and then provide feedback. And then leave time at the end of the period for some sort of reflection or writing activity. That's why this is so great, because it includes reading, writing, speaking, and listening. And it's fun. So, You received a pink handout. If you could please quickly review the rules of engagement. They're pretty common sense. And write down the central statement. Friar Lawrence is the character most responsible for the deaths of Romeo and Juliet. After you have that statement written, go ahead and you can add comments on both sides, but you're going to have to choose a side eventually. So, quickly, write down a few notes about whether you agree with that statement and or if you disagree with that statement. It'll take about one more minute. Okay, let's take 30 seconds. Okay, raise one finger if you need more time. If you're done, fist. Okay, we're all done. Now, just like it says up here, we have the agree side, which are these desks right here, and the disagree side, which are these desks right here. So, here is the big moment. Decide which side you want to go on. If you agree that Friar Lawrence is most responsible, or you disagree. So you have 30 seconds to decide.